Hello, my name is Danica Johnson, and today will be presenting to you the importance of receiving the vaccine for you and your kids. The main concern for the future of the country should be vaccinating the kids to prepare them for the normal school year. Yes, vaccinations may be seen as a risky way to prevent a virus, but if you knew the statistics behind this vaccine and past vaccines, you wouldn't hesitate to secure your life and your child's future. Statistics clearly state that the COVID-19 vaccine is safe for adults, but not yet for children. In a recent White House press briefing, Dr. Anthony Fauci, the director of the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases, walked back his comments from a ProPublica interview published February 11th, in which he said he was hopeful that children as young as first grade would be vaccinated by the fall. Although the CDC did not agree with his comments, many of the CDC, including scientists, they didn't agree with his comments. This shows how our government is ill-prepared, and one major reason is because the American people do not trust the government, and they're not pushing to receive this vaccine. There is not enough urgency to get the vaccine for children under 16, which is very, very normal, because who wants a vaccine that they think has chips in it or location devices, which is a myth. But it's a lot going on in 2020, and the internet just makes many different stories, and you have to decipher what's true and what's not. You have to do your research. You have to make sure what you're putting in your body and what you're putting in your child's body is safe. But that's what any vaccine, that's what any type of medication, that's what anything that you do. You have to do your research and you have to make sure. So risk over reward, you have to outweigh them. The viruses, vaccines are very, very complex. There's memory cells that fight off inside your body. They fight off the viruses. There's antibodies inside of memory cells that help you become immune. Not really immune, but it just helps you survive the virus. Viruses are still alive during the technique called the cell culture adaptation. That's the technique that makes the virus. And they're alive, but they're weakened. So you're not going to be symptomatic, you're going to be immune. Viruses do not replicate in vaccines. They do not replicate in vaccines. The virus, there's just enough virus for you to be immune, not for you to be infected with that disease. There are so many myths surrounding viruses, especially as COVID-19 vaccine. It's just crazy how many people make up so many different stories to hinder you and everyone else from being safe. I don't agree with those type of things. Everything I hear, I do research on it before I comment and give my opinion. Viruses aren't safe for kids, one of the biggest ones that I've heard. And I have a quote here from one of my articles. It said, most children infected with viruses survive without any problems. These children fought and won the big fight against those infections without being permanently harmed by them, like the measles outbreak, chickenpox outbreak, hepatitis B. It's many things that we've all went through. I have shot records. We all have shot records that show that we went through these vaccines and we survived. We're still here. We're normal. We're fine. So what's the hold up with the COVID-19 vaccine? For example, it's estimated that children less than 6 years old will have an average of 6 to 8 infections every year. This is where the vaccines come in. You have to make sure that your child's immune system is not as strong as yours. So you have to take extra steps and extra measures to secure their health. Another myth that I know, people say they're drinking orange juice or vitamin C tablets. It doesn't work. It's just a myth. It does work. Scientifically proven. It fights off a lot of viruses and bacteria inside of the body. Yes, there are some risks, but the reward outweighs the risk. You have to make sure that you are safe, your family is safe, your loved ones are safe, who you work with is safe. A lot of people have died from this virus. You don't want to be another one. You don't want to be another one person in your family. So if they have the vaccine and you trust it, I suggest you take it. The child mortality rate has greatly decreased from the 1900s due to advancements in technology and knowledge. We need to focus on preparing our future and preparing our kids. Please get vaccinated. And when it is time, get your kids and loved ones vaccinated as well. This is not a joke. This virus is very real. And please outweigh the myths versus the truths. And stay safe, please. Thank you.